death of Emurua Dikirr MP Johana adds a somber chapter to a recurring Kenyan tragedy, the loss of high-ranking officials in aviation accidents. Over the last 2 decades, cabinet ministers, members of parliament, and a chief of defense forces have perished in crashes often linked to adverse weather conditions and mechanical failure. The Emurua Dikirr Member of Parliament died on February 28, 2026 when a private helicopter crashed in Chepkieb area of Mosop, Nandi County.
There were 6 victims. One of them was the late MP, Johana, the pilot, and the other persons who are with him in the helicopter. And upon looking at the bodies had varying levels of injuries, which varied from head injuries, chest injuries, and spinal injuries. There are also varying levels of burns. Some were burns beyond more than others, but they were identifiable. So with that, what you can say is that they died because of multiple injuries and burns, and these were caused by the helicopter crash.
The helicopter, registration 5Y-DSB, came down at approximately 4:26 p.m. shortly after taking off. Preliminary reports indicate the aircraft encountered heavy rainfall, forcing a brief landing. Upon resuming the flight, the helicopter hit a tree and burst into flames. All 6 people on board, including the pilot, a photographer, a teacher, and an officer from the Kenya Forest Service, perished. April 18, 2024, Kenya suffered a devastating loss when the chief of the Kenya Defense Forces CDF, General Francis Ogolla, was killed in a military helicopter crash in Sindar, Elgeyo Marakwet County.
I am deeply saddened to announce the passing on of General Francis Omondi Ogolla, the Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. Together with him in the crash were 11 other gallant military personnel, 9 who also passed on with him, and 2 survivors.
The helicopter, operated by the Kenya Air Force, crashed shortly after taking off, killing General Ogolla and 9 other military personnel. The CDF was involved in a chopper accident while on a tour in West Pokot County. Investigations later concluded that the crash was caused by an engine malfunction that led to loss of power and control soon after departure. On June 10, 2012, Kenyan Internal Security Minister George Saitoti was killed in a helicopter crash when a Kenya police helicopter crashed in Kibiku, Ngong Forest. Saitoti and his assistant minister Joshua Orwa Ujode died after the chopper burst into flames while airborne, killing 6 people, including bodyguards and pilots.
Hiyo ndege niliona wakati ilikuwa inazunguka mara ya kwanza na mara ya pili. Sasa mara ya tatu ndiyo ikateremka, nikasikia tua, na halafu sikusikia tena. Ilikuwa inaenda hivi na hivi. Sasa unaona sio vile ndege inaenda kawaida.
Saitoti died on his way to a fundraising event in Ndiwa constituency, Homa Bay County, on a Sunday morning.
This is a terrible tragedy that has struck our country this morning. It is really very, very terrible indeed.
On June 10th, 2008, Road Minister Kipkalia Kones and Assistant Minister Lona Laboso died when Cessna light aircraft they were traveling in crashed near Kajonga Market in Narok. The plane was heading to Kericho to support election logistics when it crashed into a building, killing all four on board, the two ministers, the pilot, and a security guard.
It is very sad, painful for us, but we realize that death comes when it will, and it comes with such finality that we are left in air, and we are obviously very hurt, extremely hurt. These were indeed very brave and valiant Kenyans. We will miss them. We will miss their contributions to this nation.
In 2003, a plane crashed at Busia airstrip, heading to the homecoming ceremony of the then Minister Moody Awori, killing prominent Kenyans.
It was flying low and hit that tree, and hence the crash. It had 5 persons on board, whom unfortunately all of them lost their lives.
The crash happened a few weeks after the victory of NARC coalition and the appointment of the cabinet by the late President Mwai Kibaki. The plane struck an electric power line during takeoff, killing Labour Minister Ahmed Mohamed Khalif. Survivors included notable politicians such as Martha Koome, now Chief Justice, then Tourist Minister Raphael Tuju, Water Minister Martha Karua, and Lina Jebi Kilimo. In 2006, 6 MPs died when a plane crashed on a hill and burst into flames near Marsabit National Park. Those who died included North Or MP Bonaya Godana, Sako MP Abdi Sasura, Moyale MP Guracha Galgalo, Laisamis MP and Assistant Minister of Regional Development Titus Ngoyoni, Member of East Africa Parliament Lieutenant General Abdi Adan, MP Mirugi Kariuki, who was Assistant Minister for Internal Security, and Bishop William Wako. The cause of crash was attributed to heavy fog in the region as the plane approached the airstrip. Kevin Sewe, Mwanzo TV.